Hello everybody, it's Saturday chat number 14. Can you believe we've done 14?
Wow.
I have to tell you that I don't normally dress like this.
Stay there.
I'm actually wearing a onesie. Look, I have to show you. That's from Emily Arundel.
I suppose whatever
got one of
turns
these
you
on Facebook. Emily got one and she posted a picture. Mind you, she's much younger than me, but I just love the colours. I thought it was so funny. It's very sexy, isn't it, Paul?
No comment. And never guess a woman's age, because you'll always get it wrong.
Yes.
I remember once.
Are we in the right... do we need to go about that way more?
I'll tell you once. I was at a party and a woman said to me,
"Oh, I remember this too.
How old do you think I am?" And, you know, I'm nearly 52. Anyway, I go, and I thought I was being kind, and I go, "Oh, gee, are you 60 yet?" And her face dropped and she said, "Oh, I'm not even 60. I give it away. I don't guess the ages anymore.
And never
if I
say
do.
to someone, "Are you pregnant?" either, unless you are absolutely sure.
So
I've done that too.
Wow.
Okay, so we've got some questions today, haven't we?
I don't know, far away.
Here we are. Oh, did everyone see my video I made with Olivia Newton-John? That was fun last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's really beautiful.
Oh, she's so great. And she's doing all this amazing stuff for this wellness centre. They're going to build this cancer wellness centre to incorporate Western medicine and, you know, meditation and dance and...
herbs. And...
Yeah, it's such a great idea. It's what she wished she had when she had cancer.
Do you know what? She gives a lot of time. That would be all consuming.
That's her passion now. It's become her thing.
That would be all consuming. You know, she would really, really, really...
But how rewarding. At the end of the video, she actually said that she thinks that within our lifetime that cancer will be totally curable.
She gave the analogy.
Fantastic?
She said like smallpox and tuberculosis and all the things, polio, that we can be inoculated for.
I think Paul's been eating garlic.
She thought...
Have you? Oh, he always does it when I do that. He'll go, so I just can double check.
Did we eat garlic? We just had some tomato soup. It might have had a bit of garlic in it.
Just giving you a...
But you know what?
Smidgen of it.
For all the people out there...
What?
No,
don't go telling stories to pay me back for saying you had bad breath.
Nothing to do with that. Nothing wrong with a bit of garlic breath. Practice what you preach, that's what we say, isn't it?
Well, I'm right halfway in the video. Look, I'm sort of like here.
Well, that's all right. See?
You're doing it more in
We're right now. We're ready to go. During the week.
What?
Well, I had quite a traumatic week, really, because I had a colonoscopy.
Oh!
And
I've been wanting him to do this for years,
the interesting
everyone.
thing is everyone says...
colonoscopies that, you know...
What you do is you don't over-talk. I'll tell them, okay? So... over 50, you're supposed to have a colonoscopy every 5 years because bowel cancer is preventable and treatable. And so when I had a blood test done for all my cholesterols, the guy gave me the fecal sample, which you do 3 days in a row, and I said, "What do you think of this?" And the doctor said, "Well, what's the point of that? Because if you've got blood in your fecal sample," he said, "you've already got a tumour, so you're better off to go in." So,
I know you want me to cut him short.
I know, you take all the stuff, let me tell you. My blood pressure was 150 on 100, and it's normally nothing like that. And then, you know what? They put the anaesthetic into my arm and I was gone. And I woke up, I felt fantastic. And I've been totally clean. I think they go about 4 metres or 5
And you wonder why these videos are so long.
No, I'm telling you. No problems.
Yeah, so for the men out there, the odd man who's watching...
I have been gurneyed.
Yeah.
I have been gurneyed and I now don't need another one for 5 years.
That's right. Nothing, he's fine. And I told him it was easy. I could have told you.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't listen to me.
They're very, very slick. So anyway.
Ashley said, "Do we get the Ellen DeGeneres show here?" Yes, we do. We do. It's on at...
That's the end of that question.
12 o'clock, I think. I met Ellen. I met her at a party in Los Angeles. It was before she was really, really big. I've got pictures of her there. And she was with Portia.
Who's a Geelong girl.
Yes, who's from my hometown.
That's right. She's a Geelong girl, and she left the shores of Australia and went over to America, and she's enjoying herself there, isn't she?
Janine wants to know how you would like to be remembered and how I would like to be remembered.
You know what? I went to a funeral last week, and the guy that we went to bury was a really lovely fella, and he gave me a lot of help.
And he was young too.
59, leukemia. Anyway, people spoke really beautifully about him and about all of the things.
So what would you like people to say about you? That you did long-winded videos on a Saturday?
No, I think probably the most important thing would be how you and the kids remember me.
Yeah,
and
true.
that my family would get #1 billing, and then probably that someone would have something nice to say about me in the office.
Would you speak for me? Would you get up at
Yeah, of course.
Would you?
It'd kill me, but
Yeah,
I would.
I would too.
But
I learned that lesson, everybody, that you should speak at a funeral because it doesn't matter how you look. I mean, everyone's going to cry, and I think people expect that you just have to do it. If you've really cared about someone and you will regret it later.
People are not there to grill you or judge you. People are very keen to hear from you, and they cut you the latitude that if you crack or you stumble...
It's not easy. That was my big fear, speaking at a funeral, and I've done it now. I've done it a few times.
So I think to be remembered, I think, by your family and the kind things that you did and what your family thought of you and your work colleagues, that you had an impact. And
what about our YouTube and our Facebook friends?
Yes, while all of that.
Do you know what's really weird when you have a YouTube friend that has passed away? Because I've had that happen. There was a guy in the States, debt kicker, and I used to watch his videos, and he passed away. He had cancer.
Bad luck. Yeah.
And so it really leaves you in kind of a weird spot, because I hadn't met him. Some of my Aussie friends had met him, but I hadn't met him. It's funny. You get such a shock.
Next question.
Hi, Megan and Paul. Hello, Megan. This is Megan. She loved last Saturday's video. It made her laugh. And she's just saying hello. That's cute. It is so freezing, isn't it, today? It is really cold. It has not stopped raining. Well, she must be, because she knows it's...
4 o'clock this morning, it was belting down.
Yeah, pouring.
And right through, so we've had a lot of rain. Anyway, that's winter.
Jordan wants to know, would you say that you or Paul have been through a midlife crisis?
No.
If so, what was it?
No. You know what? I just sort of don't even sort of go there. I think if you have a midlife crisis, you're not happy. And you're looking for something that you think exists that maybe doesn't.
Yeah.
And you become unhappy.
I'm not midlife yet anyway.
No, yeah, you become unhappy with yourself or your job. And, the classic is...
man buying a car or shaving a moustache off. When anyone makes a bit of a radical change...
Yeah. Well, it's the new outfits, the shaving off the moustache,
out,
or growing
new underwear.
The new haircut, so better be careful, because I do have the new haircut. Definitely the AMG V8 Mercedes that has a big note, possibly a boat and a racehorse, and then they find themselves a new girlfriend. And
Jeepers, I'm glad he hasn't got one.
Do you know what happens?
Crisis happening then.
2 years later,
it's all the same.
History repeats itself.
Yeah.
So, no, you know what? I don't think like that. And
not
if I
yet,
think like
but you'll all see it happen if it does, because we do videos. But no, we haven't really.
Megan would be right on to me if I was having a midlife crisis.
Look how close you are there.
I know. That's why I'm doing it, just to let you know that Megan's nickname used to be Ngumbi Black Tracker.
Because he was naughty when we were going out.
Megan used to be able, that is the time to be naughty before you get married, I would have thought. But Megan used to talk to everyone in the street where we live, and I think she used to lay down and put her ear to the ground and smell the air.
I had a natural talent for that. I knew you.
She knew where I was, and she used to ring around.
Yeah, I used to do all sorts of things. I think we've told that story, but I did. You know what? You can't be in denial. Like, there's so many women out there, and I think they know their husbands are having affairs or whatever, and they don't get onto it fast enough.
No midlife crisis here. What, is there a midlife crisis in your camp?
Yes.
Oh, is that why you've asked the question?
Have any of you been through a midlife crisis?
Yeah, tell us. You know what I'm talking about.
Shaved off a moustache, or, whatever.
The new outfit?
Yeah. Well, not the new outfit. God, no, you'd be thinking I did that. Okay, Claire said, I would love to know or see a segment on what are your favourite things. A bit like one of Oprah's shows. Do you know what? I did a video really, really early on called My Favourite Things, and it's like years ago, maybe 4 years ago, so I'll put the link under here.
I can tell you what your favourite things are.
What?
Well, apart
raindrops on roses and
apart from your
on
family,
pigeons,
right? Family.
And
you love your art room studio.
I do love my art room.
And you like YouTube and the computer.
Yep.
You like photography. That they would probably be the three.
Tan in a can.
And actually, you like your fitness.
Yeah, but she's talking things. I'm going to put the link to that video underneath. And when I made it, I actually asked people to make video responses to it. And so a lot of people did make their own video responses. It was fun to watch. So feel free to put a video response, even though it's an old video, you can still add on.
So are you going to put the link here?
Very funny.
Feel
Okay.
like Dickie Knee.
This chair's not very comfortable, is it? Okay.
Well, it is for me, but I've got a small back.
So Claire, you know what I thought I might do? I've been. He's got a small backside.
Did you hear that?
You're a smart ass. That's what he is. Do you know what? Now I forgot what I was even going to say.
You were going to put some link or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
See?
Stop it. What I thought I would do is make a video, because sometimes people say to me, oh, what makeup do I use or whatever. I don't use anything really exciting, but I thought I might show some of you my favourite things because I thought that would be fun. You know, like makeup-wise and shampoo, blah, blah. Yes.
You'll get a surprise.
And then maybe some of those people on YouTube who like those hairdo videos will start watching.
Megan's a hoarder and she has quite a lot of favourite things because every cupboard just keeps filling up with her favourite things. Megan's got favourite things that she hasn't even seen for a few years. They're in the cupboard. I could pull a few out. That'd be a funny video. Next.
He's in this really weird mood today. It's not even a full moon.
Oh.
Okay. Donna said, I'm not sure if this has been asked before, how has social media sites changed your life? It's changed my life completely because
I'll tell you how it's changed her life.
Don't be a smarty.
The phone bill has dropped 75% because Megan is never on the phone anymore. She's on the computer. You see?
You know, I used to like the phone a bit more. Now I don't really like the phone as much.
Not at all.
No.
We might as well cut the phone off.
Really?
That's
That's
a good
true.
idea.
Oh, you need it sometimes, but I love social media and I do put time into it and I do love it and I love the experiences it's brought me. Like this week I went to this thing called a sits probe, which is when there's a musical and they've rehearsed and so there's the orchestra and there's the actors or the performers and it's the first time they get together. And I'm telling you right now, I never knew that existed, but it was one of the most magical things I've ever done. And that all happened because I make YouTube videos.
See this here. Friends of
Matches my outfit. Look at that.
Friends of Montefiore.
I don't know what I've got myself into here, actually.
And look at that. Can you recognise the woman there? Let me read. This is what social media.
Oh, no, don't.
Said. Yes, let me read. Guest speaker Megan Castron, multi-talented mother, entrepreneur and self-help guru. Megan is an inspirational self-help guru who recently featured on one of Oprah's ultimate Australian adventure episodes. Her determination and vision promises to create motivation and excitement at this year's brunch. Megan will present...
There's about a zillion people going, I just saw on the back and I'm just about having a heart attack now.
No, it'll be fun. Megan will present her photos and video of her time with Oprah and share some interesting stories and tips on how to keep the right attitude in life and gain positivity and happiness. And isn't that the Megan that we know? And that is what happens when you're on social media.
But you should see like this list of people. Like, look.
You don't need...
There's like a zillion people on that.
Do you know what? They're all really interesting people.
They are, but it's scary too.
And some of them are fairly high profile or very high profile, but none of them had Oprah to their house for dinner. So you can share the story and that'll be fun because I'm sure they'll really love to hear it.
Isn't he nice?
That's true.
Boosting me up there. Yeah, I know, but it's not like... I'll be fine.
No.
Like, seriously, when I say I'm nervous, I am a little bit nervous. It does make me a little bit nervous, but I'll be fine.
It's not as though you're out there talking about
No, I do know the story really well.
In the backyard where you've been growing carrots, you know.
Yeah, no, true.
It's not like, you know, something like that. Like, that's pretty significant. That was pretty fun.
And Donna, I met you through social media. Donna, who asked the question, Donna in Chicago. I met you because you were in Chicago and you came and we had lunch. And now... I can't say what's going on, but there's some really awesome stuff going on for Donna in Chicago at the moment, and I'll be able to tell you in a couple of weeks. That's all I'm saying.
Next question.
It's so exciting to be able to share in it.
Next question.
Kirsten, what do you think of the Australian film and TV industry? Do you think it gets enough recognition and support? I reckon there's more and more Australian shows that are really good. What's that? Offspring. I'm dying to watch that. Do you know what? I haven't ever watched an episode, but having watched Asher Keddy in that Ita Buttrose Paper Giants, I can't wait to see it. So I think Australian TV's getting better and better, actually, don't you? I don't watch a lot of television, I have to admit. I watch a lot of YouTube and stuff like that. And I love Glee. And I love...
That's not Australian.
I know, and I love Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that, but I don't religiously watch everything at the time it's on.
I think the answer to the question, and I'm not an expert in this area, is the difficulties. We've only got 23 million people in Australia, and there's over 300 million people in the States. Therefore, the viewing audience isn't as big. Therefore, the revenue flows from selling those shows isn't as big, and the difficulty is producing those shows cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So,
and the shame of it is...
It probably deserves, because the people are very talented, and it probably deserves more profile than what it gets.
And a lot of them feel like they've got to go to the States because they don't get the work or the recognition or the support that they should.
Well, it's the size of the market.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just a different market.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you went to a smaller country again, they would have the difficulty, because to produce it costs the same. If the penetration is 20-fold, then the revenue will be the same 20-fold.
There you are. Crystal is on the treadmill as we speak. I don't know if she is or not, but I'm sure she is, because that's the one. Crystal's
she got
the
on
one.
At 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, waiting. No, she's on.
42.6 Ks by now.
We've been going 16 minutes. I hope you're working up a sweat, Crystal. I hope you are actually at the running point, not just sort of casually walking. What level are you on? And put it on a bit of a gradient right now. You know, just pump it up. Whatever you're doing now, make it harder.
And they can see the gradient.
Yeah, make it harder.
That's like talk to the hand.
Make it harder right now for 5 minutes. Okay, your house, from your YouTubes and photos of your art room, it looks amazing. Was it like that when you bought it, or did you have to put the art room in yourself? I love your taste in furniture and design. Do you pick everything, or is that your domain? Okay, the funny thing is, right, when we bought this house, it was not this house. We lived in a funny red brick house, and it was, I mean, I liked that house actually. It had a great lemon tree at the front. Yeah, it was fun. But we ended up knocking it over and building this house. So my art room was actually built so that I could have a room where I could leave all my art stuff out and not have it peripherering, I know that's not a word, around the room. Because, you know, when I used to paint my doona covers or do beads.
To put everything out and to pack it all up, it was a big deal. So if she had her own space, that would work.
So
the art room originally was totally different, and it was designed for different things. And I'll tell you, one of the things that Megan had like a school desk design, because she used to take a lot of photographs, and it was all designed around that.
Fabulous.
Well, but you see, everything changed because you don't print so many photographs, and
I
that
put
was
them all
all
on
sort
here
of
now.
the whole thing became obsolete in one area, and everything's computerized. So she was looking to reposition the art room. Megan doesn't like tearing things down, and she doesn't like change, which is a good thing for me. I'm feeling no divorce ever on the horizon because she doesn't like changing or trading in. So
I liked the room. I don't like changing when I'm happy.
We wanted to, because the room wasn't sort of right, and she had a look at it, and we were getting a few tips of what we could do.
Oh, we've talked about this before. Now it's all coming back to me.
She said, would you rip it out and start again? Well,
and I nearly had a heart attack. There is a video about this. I'll put the link to that as well. I'm going to put the link to it so we don't tell the story.
Anyway, you know what? We did. We ripped it out and started again.
But you know what's even funnier? You know what? You know that movie, Build It and They Will Come, The Field of Dreams? What I think is really funny is this year we totally ripped out our kitchen that we'd had in the original house, and we bought all new furniture and just jazzed the house up to what we liked. Because when we first moved in, the furniture, we sort of had someone help us because we didn't have our own opinion as much then, did we? And we were sort of willing to be led into...
Really, coming from
I know,
isn't it?
But it's true. I sort of needed help like that. So we got this person, and she did a great job, but it was never really me. It was more her. Anyway, when we redid the house, it was amazing, and now I love it. And then Oprah came. It's so bizarre. I'm so glad she didn't come before.
And she went into Megan's art room and she did a YouTube in
she loved my art room
space.
And then when I went to the Oprah show, I saw the photographer who was in the art room, and he goes, "Oh my God, I've got so many photos of her in your art room and these great shots." Do you know how much that kills me? I'd love to see them. I really would kill to see those photos. But anyway, they're somewhere.
So that's the answer.
They're in the world somewhere.
Next
Oh, so Paul and I have similar tastes, so we shared choosing what we wanted, didn't we? I didn't really want a white kitchen, but we sort of, I like it now because we did some colour stuff.
I like the things that Megan tells me I like.
That's right. Exactly. That's the way it should be too. Growing up, where did you live? Have you ever thought of moving to a different state or city?
Never.
Joshua, I grew up in Geelong, and that's why I barracked for the Mighty Cats, who won last night.
Moved to Melbourne. I grew up in Melbourne.
You grew up in Mount Waverley.
I did.
And Glen Waverley.
Thank you. And
I can't even tell the difference. What's the difference?
Oh, about 3 kilometres.
Yeah, see, exactly. So,
Would we move
and
to
I was an
another city?
exchange student to Minnesota for a year.
Would we move to another city?
No.
No, we love living here, but we love travelling, but we always love
I could
coming
live
home.
in LA or something for
Well, I
a
can't
few months
'cause
a year.
I can't because of my work
No.
at the moment, because all my knowledge
Maybe one day.
is peculiar to here.
But we'll always keep this house because I'm not moving, and I'm certainly not packing up that art room, everyone.
Mm.
Oh, can you imagine?
Next question.
Zoe, you're going to have to do that one day.
Moving right along. That's just like
You can hear Zoe laughing.
That is a very. I just get the.
Zoe will just, Zoe will
them
just put them all in a big ice cream container and
all
that'll
those
be it.
beads sound fantastic as they go up the vacuum cleaner hose. That rattling noise.
Favourite musical besides Wicked? I love The Sound of Music.
And what about that one in New York?
I loved Next to Normal.
No,
I saw that
no,
again in Australia. God,
no.
it was good.
The other one with Megan Hilty that you saw.
Oh, we love 9 to 5.
Yeah, that was fun.
Do you know what?
Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary Poppins, Hairspray. As I become more familiar with musical theatre, I'm just enjoying all the experiences and learning so much about it, like learning about that SITS probe that I taught you about before. And I'll put the video up of that because that was such an amazing experience to be in there and filming. I've got it all ready to put up. I've just had so many videos this week.
Been a busy chick.
Yes, I have. Millie said, I'm sorry that I don't have any questions. That's so
right.
cute.
You don't have to tell us that.
Thanks, Millie. It's cute. She's saying hi. I like people saying hello.
Next statement.
Bill said, favourite hidden place in Melbourne we should visit?
For what? Food?
Well, what
shopping?
is it?
Sport? I mean...
I don't know.
well,
You know what? I don't know.
Favourite hidden spot?
We have to find it.
Favourite hidden spot? I mean, going around the town.
JD, my milliner, is a hidden spot because she's amazing and does fantastic hats for the races.
He needs to
And
tell us
she's a
more.
hidden
You're
spot.
talking food, recreation, shopping, galleries, just strolling. You have to
We'll
let us
answer
know.
that next week.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Yeah, because I'd like to know. So put a note under this and then I'll start investigating, then ask me again next week, okay? So,
Next one.
Jeremy said, if there was another place in the world where you could live, where would it be? I reckon Los Angeles.
London.
I like LA to live in more.
South of France.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I don't know. London's great.
Italy.
Italy, pizza, spaghetti.
Yeah.
But I couldn't live there because I can't speak Italian. What?
You'd soon get. It doesn't matter. They speak
You're looking
English.
at me as if we're about to move to Italy then.
No, I'm just thinking of all the places. All the places. There's lots of them.
I reckon LA because I'm very familiar with LA.
Hmm.
We've been there a lot and I know. What are you doing? Are you
Next.
telling me to shut up?
Next. No.
He was doing
No,
one of those things where you go oomph and make them, yeah, don't do it.
That one where you hold up and you go.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. Tracy, I would love to hear you talk about Tracy in Canada, who sent me these amazing
Miss
gifts.
Ontario.
Yeah, she sent me those. Have a look on my
Miss
Facebook
World.
page, everyone, because Tracy sent me these handbags, and she's making them and creating them. So I would say you could write to her and get her to make you one in whatever colour you like. And she's starting a business. Great. But what I really loved was the beanie she made me. I wore it to the football last
Did she
night.
make that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? Zoe
Yeah.
wants that, don't you, Zoe?
Big. Yeah. Okay.
There's her feet. Lift your foot if you wanted that beanie. Yes. There she is there.
Yeah, she's in the onesie too.
We're both stand
won't
up,
be-
Zoe, and show your onesie. This is the.
You will not be seeing me in a onesie.
I've got one for you. Peter Alexander sent Paul a onesie.
Yeah, I know.
I reckon you should wear it for a video. Oh, do you want to go and put it on?
No, if I cut it in half, it could be a
It's in the
twosie.
laundry. Will you go and put it on?
No.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
Who wants to see Paul in the onesie?
No. No.
Zoe does. Go on. It's hanging up in the laundry cupboard. Go on. It's black and white. He's doing it. I love that. He's doing it. So do you want to, we have to take a family shot of this in our onesies. Okay, so I'll carry on here. She said, we have so much respect and admiration. It would be great to hear your thoughts, tips on what keeps your marriage so fresh and fabulous after 20 years. I reckon making my husband wear a onesie. What do you reckon, Paul? Do you think that's keeping it fresh and fabulous?
I think doing as you're told is always a good start.
Did you hear that? I can't wait to see him in this because he hasn't tried it on yet. It's very funny. Show me. Okay, Oh, and she said, could we cook something? I will do some more cooking ones, actually, because Olivia gave me her new cookbook. Oh, my God, where is it? Hang on. Where's the cookbook?
I'll find it, just wait, move on.
Paul's going to find the cookbook while you saw the back of my very sexy onesie. Where? I shouldn't stand up, and it's not the best thing, is it? Okay, so I will do some more cooking ones, and Olivia gave me this book. It's called Live Wise, and all the proceeds from that book go to the Wellness Centre. 100% of the profit goes to that. Isn't that awesome? So she's very generous like that, and there's $10 million more to go. And as I said on the video, if you buy that and you're overseas, like, I think when you help someone, it's just helping someone. It doesn't matter if you're helping someone in Australia or your next door neighbour. We're all connected and it's all the same. So buy the book and, you know, help create this centre. And I sort of was saying to her, maybe they'll have, you know, a Olivia Newton-John Wellness Centre all around the world. Maybe there'll be one in Florida, or maybe, you know, like different ones. It's pretty incredible. I think she's really going to make a model of something that could be exceptional. That is too funny. Should we stand next to each other and have a look? This could be like, I'll have to, this can be out.
We're like Ernie and
Okay,
Bert.
do that so I can use that for that. That's so funny. Turn around and see, Paul's one's got a thing where you can do that and you can go to the bathroom. Mine does not have that.
Gee.
How about that? Just in case you can't see it all. There's the rest of it.
That is just so sexy. Look at you.
Anyway, there's Olivia's.
Look at us in our onesies. So, you know what? That's what keeps it fresh, baby. Trace, our onesies. And here comes Zoe. Can you come and be in the onesie as well? I wonder if Max will put one on. This is so funny. Okay, come and join us, onesie family. Look, come on. Come over here. Look at this, all in our onesies. No, you have to come over. We have to all be in a row here. Okay, what are you on your feet? Mine are like this. Hang on.
Fix myself up a little bit.
So I will show you the feet of hers. Oh,
Now I've got her.
No, I'm going to fall over. Okay, so I show them your feet. Oh. They're dogs, see? Oh, we can all show our feet like that. There we go. Paul hasn't got feet in his. I like having the feet. Oh, that was too funny. Now you're going to wear it for the rest of the video?
Will we have to get Max one?
I don't think so. So, what's next?
Look at Paul. It's going to make me laugh the whole time. Okay, so this is Olivia's book. Hang on. Just readjust that. Just looking at you on the screen, that's so funny. Look at that. Here's Olivia's book, Live Wise. Easy recipes for a happy, healthy life. And her favourite one, I heard her say on a TV show, was the lemon chicken. I'll show you a picture of that, if I can find it, because I'm going to make that because she said it was easy. She said she makes it when friends come for dinner. There it is. Hang on, is that right?
You wouldn't be good at doing the weather, Megs. You know, one of those chromo screens.
I would, because I'd be able to see what I was doing. I'd be excellent at doing the weather.
Next question.
So that's it. I'll put where you can get that from underneath. Tracy said, how did you arrange to meet Olivia? I have known Olivia for probably, 10 years, I suppose. Haven't we? And we just got
tennis.
we used to play tennis and stuff. Well, Paul used to play tennis, I used to watch. And just over the years, we've got to know her. And I've never asked her for a video before because I didn't think the timing was right and I wanted to have a purpose for it. And when she...
Stop. Everyone's understanding now that videos are becoming the social norm. You pick up the newspaper, the Herald Sun, the national newspapers, they're all doing videos.
Yeah, it's so true.
And social media has developed that 5 years ago or 4 years ago, if you were doing videos, people thought you were a nutbag.
Yeah,
and
they
now
do.
all of a sudden they understand that the YouTube style of video, bringing people into real situations, has got massive penetration.
That's so true.
And so they say, gee, you know what, you're reaching an audience and people
So it was
love
really
them.
good timing because I actually had been on Olivia's, I don't know, somewhere where I'd seen she'd made like a 30-second video saying, oh, I'm in Adelaide. I actually told her how much I like those. And I told Oprah too, like I like those videos where you see the true side of people. And And I think because she's been experimenting it with herself, I felt like it was a good time. So I just wrote to her, I sent her an email and said, oh, you know, do you want to make it a video? And at that point when I said it, I didn't realise that she had a book out and that she was here for the wellness centre at that time. So when I realised that, because I saw her on The Circle or something like that, I re-emailed her and I said, oh my God, let's get on, let's do a video and talk about your book and the wellness centre and make people aware of it and all that sort of stuff. And
do you know what she said? It's
what?
about a 12-minute video, and she said, just near the end of the video, she said, Megs, you're really good at this. Which was
nice of
really
you to
nice.
say that. Yeah, have a
that's
listen,
true.
because I was so blown
She
away.
said-
It made
she
me
said-
feel good.
Well, you know, really talking to people and interviewing people.
It was really
and
nice.
having fun, you know, doing
But to
a nice
have
interview.
Olivia, I
and
mean,
to
you
have a
know,
warm-
that was pretty nice, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, she's
she
lovely.
is an Australian icon.
And you know what? She is exactly like people go, oh, she really like that. Yes, she is.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Busy.
Very kind and, yeah, flat out busy. So that's how I arranged to meet her, Miss Tracy. Ali said, I don't have a question.
But just checking in
But she
anyway.
loves
We
our
know you're
videos. They put a smile on her face. And Ali's going through a sad time at the moment because her mum passed away,
no good.
you know, a month ago.
Well, watch our videos and hopefully they'll make you feel happier.
Exactly. And you know what? There's always something to look forward to. And remember that, you know, your mum would want you to be going on. I'm sure she wants you to remember her and think of her with, you know, sometimes...
You know what my dad's told me all my life? And my
What?
dad's 86.
I do
He said,
know this.
always remember life is for the living.
That's
you
right.
know, so it's part of the process and
It's going to happen to us all.
keep moving forward and that's
Yeah.
keep upbeat, keep moving forward, even when times
And you're
of
going to have your
adversity.
sad times because it's not, I mean, you know, it's not like you're going to go, oh, okay, and just bounce back. There's times, you know, I'm sure, I'm so not ready for all that experience myself, but, you know, you'd like to think that you'll be able to come out the other side, you know. So I want to meet you soon, Miss Ellie, too, because I chat away to her. Shelley said, she asked this last week and somehow I didn't see it. I hate it when I do that. She said, any favourite red carpet moments from the Logies? And please tell us about your outfit complete with the Jewelchic jewels. That's nice. I wore a Matthew Williamson dress that I actually wore to Oaks Day last year. And when I was looking at it, at Oaks Day, it had like this broochy thing here. Or here on one side, and it was kind of this thing that stuck out, and it was very limiting with the jewels, and I said to Paul, God, I wish that would come off, and you know what? I looked at it, and it was a brooch. So it changed the whole outfit and meant I could make different jewels. I was really
Favourite
happy
moment
about
on
that.
the red carpet?
I'm just talking about me right now. So anyway, she asked me what I wore. Matthew Williamson. I wore flat shoes because I always wear flat shoes because I just like to be comfortable when I'm doing stuff like that because I'm there for hours and hours on end. Favourite moments. I loved meeting Asha Keddy because she was so lovely.
You had a great
and
talk to
interesting.
Joanna.
Yeah, Joanna Griggs I love.
Sigrid.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not always easy, and we're not saying names and we're not even giving hints here. But sometimes it's hard, and sometimes you'll be interviewing someone and they're looking at you like, I don't know who you are. Most of them know who I am by now, but the ones that one person.
But that's their problem.
That's right. But it's
And-
really
and-
funny because Jake was filming and this person was being kind of a bit, you know,
Hard.
obscure. Well, he was answering, but he wasn't sort of
Opening up.
giving a lot. And so I'm like, oh, you know, and what are you doing, you know, blah, blah, all the, you know, questions, trying to, you know, put a nice spin on it.
Can I give a hint?
No, please don't. Please don't.
Just a visual?
No. He's not giving a visual. No.
I'll put on a onesie.
Because I've heard
Okay,
that maybe
go on.
he's not well, so I don't want to go any further than that. So,
Giving away its mail.
yeah, well, that's okay. I don't care. Could be anyone. Could be any one of, you know, a zillion people. Anyway, it was really funny because Jake was filming, right? And when I put the microphone up, Jake's got earphones in, so I can whisper something, I can go, quick, and he can totally hear me. So after this person left, I didn't realise he was still filming, but I wanted to tell him something so he could hear me, and I go, oh my God, some people are hard work. And so it's on video, so I think I'll have to incorporate that into because it made me laugh when I saw it, because, you know, you say these funny things and you're not usually caught on film doing that.
Blooper.
A blooper.
So.
Who else did I like? And I loved it when I met Charles Cottier from Home and Away. And I haven't watched Home and Away for a while, but he knew my videos. That made me laugh too. I love it when someone actually knows my, you know, who I am from YouTube. I think that's fun. And Fifi Box was gorgeous too. You know what? Everyone was gorgeous.
Except the hard work.
And I enjoyed this year. I decided to make lots of individual videos, so it was just bang, 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 and you could choose the ones you wanted to look at. Oh my God, I'll tell you who I liked. You're going to be jealous. The commando from The Biggest Loser. Do you know what? I've always been a bit scared of him and thinking I wouldn't like him.
He wouldn't wear a onesie.
He would not wear a onesie, and so I couldn't be with him ever. He might wear a onesie on The Biggest Loser. He might watch this and make a video. Will you stop it? He's just, you know, being cheeky there. Okay. Irene said hello from Greece.
Yes, Irene.
You're getting nice and warm
Yeah,
over there.
warming up over there.
Jill said, Olivia's
Tacanis.
GAIA retreat sounds fabulous. Have you been there? Yes, I have been there, and I've actually made a video of it. We didn't stay there, but we went there for a day and checked it out, and it's really beautiful. And
we've had friends go there, and it's had a profound effect on their life. And they went there, and they had a few issues with this, that, and it straightened them all out, and they've come back and they've gone on leaps and bounds. You know, weight issues and so on and so forth. And so it's
one
had
friend of mine's lost 10 kilos already.
A really good positive effect on their lives.
And it's so beautiful. Like, it's a very gorgeous, isn't it, that big dining room and everything. I think you're allowed to have a glass of wine there too if you want to. Which is always a plus for some people.
Suit you, wouldn't it?
No, I've been good. I have not been drinking.
Going to drink tonight?
Yes.
Oh, there we are.
I'm going for a birthday party. I am drinking on occasions, but I'm not drinking
So the
as a
birthday
regular
party tonight,
thing.
have you got a present?
Yes, I have.
What have you got?
I'm going to make her some jewellery before we go.
Better go, because we're going to be there in an hour.
Lucky I've washed my hair then, isn't
Okay,
it?
quick, next question. I've got to get the onesie off.
You could wear the onesie to the Stokehouse.
Oh, it'd be a rage, wouldn't it, hey?
That'd get some eyes going, wouldn't it? You know, that would be really funny.
Just what I want.
Jill, definitely put it on your vision board because it's really worth it. And I'll put the link to the video under here. I should make a note of all these things I need to put video links. Zoe, can you remind me? Paul's going off to write a note. Jan said, hi Megan and Paul, what wedding song did you have at your wedding?
Here we are again.
Chances are by Peter Cetera and Cher, which I will also put a link to underneath. Can you write Peter Cetera?
How many links?
We're having lots of links today. It's fun to go back at old videos and have a look. Have a look at the GAIA one.
There's the art room one.
Oh, the art room one. Thank you. Art room. What's that? What's Peter there?
Satira.
Peter Cetera and Cher.
Art room.
I can barely
What
read
was the
Paul's
other
writing
one?
favourite things.
Favourite things.
What did we just say,
GAIA.
Zoe? GAIA. Anyway, we're making a list now of things to put under here. So make sure you do actually check it now, seeing as I'm going to this amazing effort. And you know what? For our waltz, you know how you do the wedding song. We didn't even plan a song because we didn't really think about it because we put that effort into someone singing at the church that, well, here we are again. And because Paul and I were so on, off when we were dating, that that song was highly appropriate.
It was a process that I can highly recommend. You need to put your woman out to pasture to toughen them up.
If I'd have known that we were just going to be together, it would have saved a lot of heartache. I'm telling you right now, I didn't need to go through that.
You know, you just don't think you can have everything at the drop of a hat. You know, you've got to work and you've got to earn it.
It was only when I went out with someone else and he got a bit jealous.
Well, that would have been retribution if you wound up with them.
Isn't he? He's using my line that I say to him. So she'd love to see some pictures of our wedding. I'm going to do that this week on the Facebook page. Can you write that down? Wedding pictures. I'm going to make a Facebook photo album on my like page, my Jewelchic like page, and it will be there.
Our wedding pictures are actually still in a shoebox.
I know. We told them that last week,
That's
Smarty.
right, yes,
I know.
from the 6th of
because
October,
Paul hasn't made the album yet. He
From the
seems to think
6th
I
of
should be doing
October
it.
1990, we're
Tamara
21
said-
years, and that's still...
Tamara has invited us to an IMAX screening of Born to be Wild, May 28th. It's a fundraiser for the endangered orangutan. Do you know how much I would love to do that? But I'm going to the opening night of Love Never Dies in Melbourne, the musical. So I can't.
Oh.
But please, you know, that sort of thing, ask me again because I totally would have done that. I totally would have done that.
We're putting a link to it.
But if you send me a link, I will put it underneath. Why not? And maybe other people would like to go.
So what's the link to?
The IMAX screening of Born to be Wild, because you're no doubt selling tickets and all that sort of stuff. So thanks for asking me anyway. That was really kind. Steph Camilli.
I would like to see that, actually.
Well, we'll go anyway.
Yeah.
Is it still going to raise money for those people?
I like
We'll go.
IMAX.
Yeah, me too. Stephanie Camelli, you know, Steph,
Sure.
who shaved her head for the cure for
Yes.
cancer.
She did the makeup and hair for Zoe for her.
No, that's Rachel Oakham.
Oh, yeah, right. You know what? Ad-libbing, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. You know how it is. Keep
Okay,
rolling.
so Steph wants to know, I know you're a positive, happy person, but have you received emails, letters or comments that are just plain nasty?
Oh, stacks. And you know what?
You better believe it, baby.
Delete.
Block and delete? If so, how do you deal with things like that? Okay, the first time I got one, it gave me a shock. I think it was something like you look like a witch or something like that.
Oh, I've had a lot worse than that.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot worse than that since, but that was my
Yeah.
first one on YouTube. And you read it and you go, oh, and then you go and look at yourself, I did my hair look like a witch that day? You know, like you analyse yourself, and it is so ridiculous because when you go to that, no, I'm keeping going, I'm still talking. So when you go to their page and you see those people, generally you'll see a track record that those people comment to everyone, and there's people writing back calling them every name under the sun, including that nasty word that I won't say. And once you see those people, you realise that if you answer them back or get in their vision, they're just going to keep at you. So I just block and delete them. Finished.
That's how they get off, and they don't
I had
know
one
you,
woman
so-
on Facebook say something nasty. I'm not even going to say what it is. Don't say what it is. But it was really yuck.
This video is like all about me not saying who or what it is.
Oh, yeah, because it's not fair. Because
Go on.
I
Anyway,
want to
say it.
explain the situation, but I don't want to say who it was.
Hang on,
because
what was that say?
I think the title should be Paul Can't Talk.
Yeah, Paul can't talk
Paul
on this
can't
video.
talk.
Paul-
And he needs to shut up.
yeah, Paul needs to shut up. Anyway.
Wear your
tell me.
onesie.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, I did get one, but I did notice that this girl had posted it at around midnight or 1 a.m. and she was Australian. So perhaps she'd had a few drinks. I don't know. I would like to think so because it was pretty nasty. And it was one of those ones, I don't want to offend you, but... And you're
I
like,
want to offend you.
yeah. So you know what? I don't need those. So go to someone else's page.
So-
Otherwise, and you know what? I did not block her, but she has not become a friend on my page.
But I'll tell you, you know, the highest profile people still get plenty of hate mail.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't mean
they deal with
anything,
it. You know
seriously.
what? That's just how the world is. And
There's
just
a good
block
quote, what
and
other
delete.
people think of me is none of my business. Do you like that?
So don't worry about them. Just delete them. Purge them from your life. Don't confront them. Don't try and answer them. Don't
Yeah.
try and straight. Just get rid of them.
Oh, and then she said, especially if someone says something to you in person. I had one girl who was a Facebook friend, and she won't even watch this because she took me off. But she came up to me at a party. She'll still talk to me in real life, right? But she took me off Facebook because I used capital letters and exclamation marks in my status update, and she said it wasn't the real me. I think that's more real me than just about anything.
Anyway, move on to the next
That was
question.
funny though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to be taken off because you do, funny statements anyway.
People in glass houses.
What do you mean?
Doesn't matter. Go on to the next one.
I don't get that really,
No,
but anyway.
I'll explain it off air.
Off air?
I'm not allowed to talk.
Oh, you on strike now?
No, I'm not allowed to talk.
You can answer the next question.
I can't
because
even
I
read
can't
it.
answer it. I'll
But
tell you.
I haven't got my glasses
Paul,
on.
it even says Paul.
Yeah, well, I can't read it. I haven't got my
Paul,
glasses
this is
on.
from Steph.
Blind as a bat. You're looking more beautiful as I get older because my
What do
glasses
you
are getting
think of the
strong.
AFL substitute rule? Can you explain what that is for our watchers?
Well, there was 4 on the bench. Now there's 3 on the bench and a
This is
substitute.
our football.
And they can when someone has an injury and they come off, they can substitute, and the other player goes on. But that's for the balance of the game. So when someone goes off, that particular one can't ever come on again. So then there's 3. And apparently why they did it is to slow the game down because they had 4 on the interchange bench.
And they
were
announced it
rotating.
over the microphone.
Yeah, but they were rotating, and the game was becoming too fast. So 3 continuous.
Bring it on fast, I reckon.
It's mighty fast. So you know what? It's just there's minor changes in the rules. We went to the footy last night,
Go
and
Cats.
the beloved Cats got up by 3 points, and it was a sizzler of a
It's been
game.
so weird with Geelong lately though, because I have been to the last few games and I tell you what, I've been sitting there bored silly because it's been such slow games, and then in the last 15 minutes Geelong goes whoomph, don't they?
How do they go again?
Whoomph.
So next question.
And then they win. And then it's exciting.
Next question.
Michelle said, where can I get your jewellery and how have you gained mastery of your thoughts?
Hang on. Megan will put a link, and so
Jewellery
link.
You know what? All you need to do is send me a
to-
message on here if you're interested about my jewellery, really. And I can chat back to you, or you can email me or send a message on Facebook, and we can work all that out. I don't actually retail it in shops because I hand make it all myself, and I enjoy doing it like that. I did used to sell to Paul Smith in London, Paris and Los Angeles, which was very exciting, but I don't do that anymore. And how have you gained mastery of your thoughts? Michelle, you know what? It wasn't until I watched The Secret that I realised I did it, but it was something that I have done all along. But I never realised that I had control.
Marrying me was probably a big part of it.
I think when I was in my 40s, like in my 40th year, all these incredible things happened. You know, like I got my jewellery into Paul Smith, like I just said. I met Oprah in Hawaii by chance. Like lots of things happened in a row, and it was kind of like, wow, it's stuff that I've talked about, and then now it's happening. And then I watched The Secret, and it was like, oh my God. And so then I really started concentrating on the fact that what you put out there, you get back. And so I really focused on not speaking badly and stuff like that. Like I really, look, we all do it. We all have times where we vent and we say stuff about someone, or, you know, and it's not the most complimentary thing. And I don't think anyone doesn't do that at some point. But I try to become very aware of it, and I certainly would not go and bag someone at a girls' lunch and sit there and go, oh, I hate that girl, you know, like that's just not on. All that sort of stuff. I might say to Paul, oh my God, I got this message on Facebook from this chick and da-da-da. That would be about as far as I would go, wouldn't it? But I do think you can control your thoughts. And I think if you make a conscious effort to just be nice and to put good stuff out there, it comes back. 46 minutes. How are you going on that treadmill?
So is that the last question?
Yep. You're going to get out your onesie. You've still got that garlic breath, everyone.
This is
as
shocking
he's
to
getting
me.
closer to me there.
Go and watch the Oprah
Should
video.
we kiss?
Oh, gee, that was a bloody
I
peck.
couldn't because it's
Do you know, that
garlic breath.
was almost like the peck on the balcony at the royal wedding.
Can we do that?
Well, I didn't see it.
I think she had her eyes open like this. She did, didn't she?
I didn't see it.
So
Well,
don't look at the screen. I think they went like this.
Oh, that was pretty royal.
It wasn't good enough. I
Anyway,
wanted more.
I'm going to go and whip this one.
They're going to
out.
say we wanted more of that fish kissing.
Yeah, well, it's harmless, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Have a great week, everyone.
See
Don't
ya.
forget to go and watch the Olivia video. Guess where the link is. Bye.